Welcome to this Tuesday conversation with Chaplain Dan. We're here to talk about the blessings that Jesus gives us, promises us as we live out our days. And I hope these Beatitude lessons will lift you up each day in some way or another. Today we're going to look at the fourth verse of the fifth chapter of Matthew, the second of the Beatitudes. It says, "Blessed are those who mourn." Mourn. Now that's a interesting word we don't hear very often, we don't use. The 20th and 21st century equivalent word that we probably are more familiar with is grieve. Blessed are those who grieve. And I know this community and their assisted living life together well enough to know that most of you, our residents, and probably most of the staff, for that matter, know or have known sometime in the past what it is to grieve. How do we deal with grief? Well, the psychologist gives us great insight about living through the grief, not running from it, not covering it over. Jesus gives, I believe, the most profound promise when we grieve. And if you're in a grief period now, this is, I hope, important to you. Blessed are those who grieve or mourn, for they will be comforted. They will be. That's future tense, out there. Now, it may not be out there tomorrow that we're comforted, that our grief is swallowed up in comfort. But Jesus came and taught his disciples and shared with us that grief does not have the last word. Mourning, being downcast over the loss of someone, does not have the last word. No. Comfort, love, encouragement, acceptance, and in terms of our faith, the reuniting one day up ahead in God's time of us and the one or ones we mourn the loss of. The reuniting is the great hope that we hold. So if you're in grieving these days, well, let's stand together. If you'd like to talk with me about a grief that is affecting your life, I'd love to visit with you. I'll tell you that what I will do is listen, and then borrowing or drawing on Jesus' teaching here in the second Beatitude, I will point to the fact that we shall be comforted one day. thanks for being with me this Tuesday. Now tomorrow is chapel service at 1:30 or 3:30, identical services up in our chapel. And of course on Channel 18. I hope you'll join us for that, and then I'll be back with you for another Beatitude of Jesus's on Thursday. In the meantime, have a blessed rest of your Tuesday.